Vaccination makes some people uneasy, and it's not just the needle. The alarming claims we've all heard about the dangers of vaccines can make vaccination seem like a big risk to take. But humans' perception of what's risky is notoriously unreliable. We tend to underestimate the risks of everyday hazards and worry too much about suffering some highly unlikely misfortune. In fact, 9% of Americans fear zombies, which don't even exist. So it's not hard to see how lots of scary talk around vaccines can be paralyzing. In reality, the risks posed by vaccines are really small. In fact, because vaccines are preventative measures given to healthy people, they're designed to be safer and have fewer side effects than interventions like medication or surgery, which doctors only resort to if someone is already suffering from a medical condition. After chemotherapy, for example, nasty reactions are almost universal, and 1 of every 2 men who use Viagra experience at least one side effect. Yet the most common side effect of the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, a harmless low-grade fever, occurs in just 1 out of every 6 recipients. Less than 1 in 20 get a minor rash, and super serious reactions are super rare. Less than 1 out of every million recipients suffers a major allergic reaction. In fact, during your lifetime, you're about 3 times more likely to be killed by an errant firework, and 80 times more likely to be struck by lightning than to have a severe reaction to the MMR vaccine. So, when the Center for Disease Control, World Health Organization, or your doctor calls a vaccine safe, they aren't saying it'll never trigger any bad reactions, they simply mean that its risks are overwhelmingly outweighed by its benefits. Shots for MMR, meningitis, and chickenpox reduce the risk of getting sick by at least 85%. Plus, vaccinating healthy people prevents nasty germs from spreading to those that are too young or weak to get vaccinated themselves. Overall, vaccines have reduced the number of whooping cough cases in the US by 97.5%. Slashed the worldwide incidence of polio by more than 99%, and eradicated smallpox. But this success comes with its own side effects. As fewer and fewer people witness or experience the effects of these nasty diseases, it becomes easier to fixate on the risks of vaccines than to recognize their benefits. However, an encounter with illness can help put things into perspective. After a rash of measles spread through 27 US states in 2014 and early 2015, attitudes shifted nationwide. Over a third of Americans polled said they now viewed vaccines more favorably. And where outbreaks were particularly bad, behavior changed too. In hard-hit Clallam County, Washington, vaccination rates quadrupled. Any increase in vaccination rates is great for those that become protected, either directly or through herd immunity, but it doesn't help people who are already sick. It's better to learn before you get sick about how small the risks of vaccinations are compared to the risks of disease, because these guys are what you should really be worried about.
A very good morning and Assalamualaikum for both of you, and thank you for attending the forum today. It is a great day today to discuss about anti-vaccines. First of all, let me introduce to all of you about our panelists today that we discuss about the topic for today. Right on my left is NURUL IZWA BINTI ZAKARIA, our panel A, and beside her is our panel B, who is NURUL SYAFIQA binti ZAKI. I hope both of you in the field of health. With me, Nabihah binti HALIM as your moderator today. Nowadays, many anti-vaccines issues are bring up in our society. As we know, vaccines is a biological preparation that improves immunity to a particular disease. A vaccine typically contains an agent that resembles a disease-causing microorganism, and it's often made from weakened or killed forms of its microbes, its toxins, or one of its surface protein. However, nowadays, fear of vaccines or anti-vaccines among society in Malaysia getting increased. The question that is on my mind is, what are the factors that cause fear of vaccine among society? For further details about this topic, I would like to seek an information from our panel A, who is NURUL IZWA, next beside me.
Thank you for your question. As a moderator, there are many factors that can cause anti-vaccine in Malaysia. Some parent perspective in Malaysia is one of the factors that can cause anti-vaccine. because they believe vaccine can cause more harm than benefit to the health of the children. Parents who anti-vaccine due to its side effects and fear of its connection to autism is the most recent example that come to the mind. In fact, this is only misinformation argument against vaccines among us. Like any medication, vaccine can cause side effect, but its only most recent side effect are mild. For example, side effect after getting a vaccine are redness, sweating, and fever. These just minor symptoms are normal and should be expected as the body builds immunity and it will go away within a few days. Thus, some people believe that vaccine can cause autism is not true because there is no evidence that shows vaccine can cause autism unless it is only the strongest anti-vaccine rhetorical.
Thanks to Panel A for what of NURUL IZWA has said. Now we knew that one of the most factors is parents' perspective. Thus, I think parents in Malaysia should know that religion also influences decision on vaccination, and religious objections is often used by the parents as an excuse to avoid the vaccination of their children. In Islam view, the Quran and the Islamic tradition forbid the use of certain food haram pig flesh. Other animals are okay, halal, depending on how they die. This is reflected in medicine regarding the use of gelatin in medical products. According to Islamic tradition, vaccination serves to protect life, to respect the principle of preventing harm and public interest. Vaccination protects others, which is why the law of necessity should be considered. It has a purpose in prevention, therefore, its component cannot be charged as a diet. How about you, Nurul Aisyah? Do you think of any other reasons why people refuse vaccines?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I agree with that opinion that people refuse vaccine because religion influence. But in my opinion, I think that the other reason why people refuse vaccine is they tend to believe myths about vaccine. The myth about vaccine is vaccine contains many harmful ingredients. But the fact is, vaccine contain ingredients that allow the product to be safely administered. Vaccine contain ingredients at a dose that is even lower than the dose we are naturally exposed to in our environment. Another vaccine ingredient is in automobile house, household product and furnishing such as carpets, cosmetics, paint and markers, and in health products such as antihistamine, cough drop, mouthwash. This is because not all vaccines contain aluminium, and only a few aluminium consumed by the average person daily. That's why people refuse vaccine because they believe that means that vaccine contain harmful ingredients.
I really agree with your point and it makes sense because I think it's true. Nowadays, many people want to believe myths than fact about vaccines. That's the reason why they refuse vaccines.
Thank you to Nurul Aisyah, which was really great explanation about why people refuse vaccines in terms of myths that they believe. Another religion perspective that I think interesting is Catholicism perspective. The moral reflection on vaccines published by the Pontifical Academy for Life suggests that this vaccine should be avoided and proposes a such alternative. In the case where no alternative vaccines is available, the use of the existing vaccines is morally acceptable in order to avoid serious risks for children population, especially pregnant women. So Catholics have their own perspective about vaccines. Our panel A, IZWA, what is the other factors that can cause anti-vaccines? Can you explain it?
Yes, of course. There are other factors that can cause anti-vaccine because the ingredient in the vaccine itself. People who are anti-vaccine believe that vaccine have a dangerous ingredient such as aluminium, antifreeze, and mercury. This just thought is caused by some people who claim that vaccine are toxic and unnatural product. This is because they want to terrify parents with vague references, scary sounding about the ingredient that I was mentioned before. To be honest, vaccine do contain a few chemical ingredients such as mercury, or we know as tamarosal, which act as a preservative. However, this ingredient will not give a negative impact to our health because it is only used in a small quantity in the vaccine. In fact, vaccine actually have an ingredient that we call as a antigen, which it acts as the help body to build immunity in our body. For your information, the next factor why people anti-vaccine because they lack of knowledge about vaccine. As we know, nowadays people can find any information about vaccine in the internet, and maybe the content that they found in the internet is not based on research, and the content validity cannot be ascertained. For example, if they get a false information about vaccine, this can cause a misunderstanding, and they will thought that vaccine are dangerous for health.
We have listened to panel A about the factors that can cause anti-vaccines. Now, I would like to pose next question to panel B. Panel B, can you share with all of us for today, why do you think people nowadays believe myths about vaccines and tend to avoid vaccine because to believe of it?
I think people nowadays believe myths because they think that vaccine can make a child actually get a disease from a vaccine. But the fact is, vaccine causing complete disease would be extremely likely. For example, chickenpox vaccine can cause a child to develop a rash, but only with a few spots. This is not harmful and can actually show that the vaccine is okay. One exception was the live oral polio vaccine, which could very rarely mutate and actually cause a case of polio. However, oral polio vaccine is no longer administered at the United States. So that's why most of the people reject vaccine without knowing the fact about vaccine are actually good, but they are too obsessed with this myth until they refuse it.
Thank you to panel A and panel B for your information about the anti-vaccines. Finally, we have come to the end of our forum today. We have shared a lot of knowledge which we don't even know before. As we know, people nowadays about vaccine because of their different religious beliefs. The similarity between Islamic and Catholicism view is vaccination serves to protect life and to avoid serious risks for children. However, the difference is the vaccine should be avoided because it's harmful. We also know that there are many factors that causes people to be anti-vaccine. Thus, I think we should think the best way how to prevent this issue before it getting worse, especially among parents. As a parents, they should know that vaccine is good for their children's health and do not give a bad impact to them. And as a parent, we have to predict facts than myths about anti-vaccines. As conclusion, anti-vaccines one of the serious issues that need hurry reaction so that it can be more reason. For the last word from me, I would like to thank to all of the panelists for getting involved in this forum today.
Say yes to vaccine
And say no to anti-vaccines.
Bye.